won a bunch of games, but they had to fight for a lot of them. They often would fall.
LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for San Antonio. And that one's good. Parker.
To grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly
tipped away. Now Cleveland moving it up. And that'll be Cleveland as it goes out of bounds. Cavaliers retain possession.
And really no choice but to lunge for that pass to make sure it didn't get through.
Yeah, and that was important. Probably would have been a quick 2 points if he doesn't get a hand on it and knock it out of bounds.
Here's LeBron. Green with the block.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Oh, they are putting the hammer down.
Talking about their offense or their defense, I mean, it's all been good.
Anderson's shot is off. And for Kyle Anderson, he had so many traits, Greg, the Spurs were looking for when they drafted him back in 2014, but he spent pretty much the entire season on the pine.
Yeah, and you know that Coach Pop makes his guys earn their minutes. You know, he doesn't care if he took you in the first round or if you're an undrafted free agent. He's going to play the guy who helps his team win.
San Antonio making a switch here. Ginobili's checked in. Irving's checked in for Cleveland. Parker passes to Anderson. Back to Parker. And stolen by LeBron. And Irving with the basket on the assist by James.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
Duncan kicks to Aldridge. Puts it up from 12. And that one's good. Duncan.
You know, talking about Kyle Anderson, he's a bit of a polarizing prospect, has a multifaceted skill set. I mean, excellent court vision, outstanding length, doesn't have elite athleticism, absolutely needs to get stronger, but he's got a lot of game.
And the Spurs making a change here. Martin's checked in. Mozgov, he's checked in for Cleveland. Aldridge misses. The Cavaliers trail by 15. Outside Irving. Back to Love. And so they foul intentionally.
That's his first personal foul.
And guys, getting back to Kyle Anderson, not a fit for every system. I mean, he's a guy who needs the ball in his hands to be effective, and he's much more of a facilitator than a finisher at this stage.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Diaw comes in for Tim Duncan. And it's Mills in for Parker. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Iman Shumpert's checked in for James.
That's his first personal foul.
And guys, every time we think Patty Mills is going to take the next step in his development, he takes a step back. Last season, he shot career lows from the field and behind the arc after having one of his best ever campaigns the year before. That really just makes a coach pull his hair out. Fortunately, for me, I don't have it.
West is checked in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Mozgov with the steal. Goes up. Got a piece of it.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
And it's slammed in by Diaw.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne. It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Well, yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that.
And that one's good.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Here's Smith. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. 6 points for J.R. Smith.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
And so we conclude the first half. Spurs out in front. They lead by 13. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start. We're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third.
Tremendous output for Parker. 9 points and 1 steal as well.
And we really just need to take a second to appreciate all-around effort he's put out there today.
Well, the numbers paint the picture, and he has been what we call in my vernacular, you know where I'm going here, guys, stat sheet stuffer supreme.
Oh, supreme. So that takes it to a whole another level when you get supreme in terms of your stat sheet.
Kelloggese, right?
Yes.
Kelloggese. Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. It's been a clinic from Tony Parker.
Yeah, you know, one of the things about the truly greats of our game is that sometimes you get spoiled because of how consistent they can be. And so far, another big scoring night for him.
And oftentimes when he puts up that many points in the first half, he fouls. That's the case here.
The always reliable Parker and Green in the backcourt. Duncan out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Leonard in at the three, the small forward. So that's who Greg Popovich starts the second half with. Duncan kicks to Leonard. There's Parker with the three. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. 12 points for Parker.
And guys, when you watch the Spurs play, it's like watching poetry in motion. I mean, every cut, every screen comes at a precise time, and they play beyond the sum of their talents because of that style.
On defense, San Antonio. He kicks it to Duncan. Wide open look. Can't get it to go. Cavaliers go the other way with it. Spurs do have a beautiful play style, and their offensive numbers show it, Greg. You're right there. One of the most fluid teams I can recall, Clark, in the NBA with their ball movement.
A joy to watch. I mean, they ended up top 5 in shooting percentage last year, as well as top 5 in assists.
Here we go,
San Antonio calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. This lost sense of time and the situation.
Not doing them any favors with those kinds of errors.
Especially now, Greg, with every possession being so crucial.
And there's the call on James. That's foul number 2 for him. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Leonard kicks to Duncan. There's the triple.
Ooh, this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room. And you know what? Last season, Tim Duncan added Another record to his growing resume. I mean, he passes Karl Malone as the all-time leader in double-doubles.
And Parker with the block. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Parker. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for LaMarcus Aldridge.
Kyle Anderson.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. LeBron dishes to Love. Leonard with the steal. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. And that one's good. Parker.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
With Duncan in the double-doubles record, it says so much about just how he has delivered on the floor, Clark, for so long.
Yeah, and if you're wondering, double-doubles didn't get recorded until fairly recently. Don't let that take away from what Duncan has accomplished. He's one of the all-time greats.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Shumpert's checked in. Here's Love. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Love's got 6.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Duncan, the pass to Parker. And Tristan Thompson gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Mills, he's checked in for the Spurs. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Leonard. Back to Green. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And the Spurs making a change here. West is checked in. And Cleveland also making a change. Fry's checked in. It's stolen by Green. Kicks it to Mills. San Antonio again missing. The feed to Fry. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. And Channing Frye gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. A different look now for San Antonio. Diaw comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And Martin subbed in for Green. Mozgov, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time. Manu Ginobili's checked in for Kyle Anderson. Third quarter of basketball here and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Here's James. They get it back.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Pass to Ginobili. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
Well, we know the Mozgov started last season with the Nuggets and then was traded to Cleveland midway through the season.
And what an impact he made on the Cleveland Cavaliers, particularly at the defensive end. His size and his activity really helped the Cavs become outstanding at the defensive end.
The drive by LeBron. LeBron with another miss.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
The three from Mills. And he gets it to go. Mills has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. From deep LeBron. Again, James missing.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
West can't hit. The Cavaliers trail by 13. Here's Shumpert. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron's got 6 assists in the game. And Ginobili, here we go. The 17-footer goes down.
I'll play one
Ginobili's
hand.
got his second basket of the game.
No hesitation when he saw the space that he was giving him. That's 2.
Here's James, and he lays it straight in.
And well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve. And you could tell they had that play ready to go. Well done on the inbound.
He got it up. And it would have counted had it. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Spurs lead by 13. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. So on the floor for Cleveland, Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. And it's Thompson in at the 5, home in the paint. They get it again. Aldridge kicks to Duncan. And here's Leonard from 3. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. An official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. Kyrie Irving may be the best ball handler in the league. There are a lot of guys with a good handle. He is definitely in the top 5. If not, he's got to be in the conversation.
Arguably the most talented player at his position. I mean, he can get wherever he wants to on the court. He's athletic, an unbelievable finisher as well. I think that's something that oftentimes gets underrated. Maybe the best finisher in the game. Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Yeah, you got that right. I mean, you got it real right. They are lighting it up from beyond the arc this half. Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
Much better job of just taking care of the basketball, really putting the onus on the defense.
And, you know, Kyrie Irving really ambidextrous as a ball handler because you can't play him to one side, and he's ambidextrous as a finisher, too. He's so creative and crafty. Terrific at the rim with both hands.
Fires from 18. They get it again. There's Green with the 3. Can't get it to go.
Boy, he shows a lot of desire when he's fighting for that tough board, and his length doesn't hurt either.
Shot's good. 8 points for Kyrie Irving.
And one thing about Irving's ball handling, he does a great job of protecting the ball. A very low rate of turnovers for a player as aggressive as he is on the bounce.
The Cavaliers trail by 12. Thompson dishes to Love. Back to Thompson. And it's sent back by Aldridge. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession.
Cavaliers timeout.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
And it's strange to think that early last year, all the talk in the media was about the in-house fighting on the Cavs. Goes to show just how much better things are for a team when they're winning.
Well, as rough as the Cavs might have started the season, Clark, they were all at peace near the end. Things turned around certainly after the All-Star break. Had their amazing playoff run, great momentum, and that confidence showed every game they played.
Really did, and I thought the big 3 found a way to come together nicely and smooth out the rough spots, and James, Irvin, and Love ended up being the highest scoring trio in the league last year.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Thank you, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what the Cavaliers head coach was saying to his team. He got after them and told them to turn up the intensity, saying, we've put ourselves in a corner, and now we've got to fight our way out. Show me what you have. Let's see if we've got what it takes, guys.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. And Green gets it to go. And the Spurs lead by 14.
Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today.
For Cleveland, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And here we go with Green. Nobody back.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
And an intentional foul right there. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. LeBron, that's a 2-pointer. And he gets the jumper to drop. San Antonio leading by 14. To the paint. Here's Duncan. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
His eyes just simply light up when he gets that close to the bucket. And you just know what he's going to do with the basketball.
Here's Irving. Here's Thompson. And he goes in for the dunk.
And gobbled up that rebound and went straight into attack mode on the putback.
Oof, he is one of the most determined rebounders, Clark, we have got in the NBA.
Yeah, you're calling it right, Kevin. I mean, he gets so many second chance points because of how hard he works to get to the rebound.
And that one's good. Parker.
Well, what a smart pass that time by Aldridge.
Here's James. In the corner, Irving with it. Let's go. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. And that's 10 points for Kyrie Irving.
And the thing about LeBron James, he's really done a nice job of reshaping his game over the years. I mean, every veteran goes through losing a little speed and quickness. The great ones compensate by getting stronger and more physically imposing, not to mention also their basketball IQ grows as well, just as has been the case for LeBron.
Mills, he's checked in for the Spurs. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. There's a minute 34 left in the game. Here's Duncan.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
That is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down now to just 12 points with the basket from Kyrie Irving.
Well, after a horrible half of shooting, they bounced back here in the second half and picked up their shooting percentage quite nicely.
1:15 left in the fourth quarter. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for two.
Kyrie Irving made his first playoff appearance last season with the Cavs, and individually got a big $90 million max extension as well. He's in a really good spot in his career at this point.
And speaking of Irving's star status, last season a signature shoe in his name. I see, in fact, that you and Clark are wearing them tonight. That's always a big deal.
Kevin, that's an elite club to be in. Only the true superstars get that kind of status. He certainly got the flash to go with the substance. And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for San Antonio.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight, Clark, they had both.
They sure did. I mean, the ball was moving and guys were knocking down shots.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Parker. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Leonard, that's for two. It's stolen by Green. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Thompson. They'll get another chance. Here's Irving. Cleveland gets it back. And Thompson throws it down.
Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin.
And that's just a little more for these fans to cheer about as they get ready to celebrate a W.
Well, let the party start. The celebration begins, and they're going to let their guys hear.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
They certainly put on a good show here at home, and I think they felt they had the edge and that extra little bit of confidence.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. So long, everyone.